Now our topic is sound waves are longitudinal waves. Now to do this we will do an activity. See here, take a slinky. This is a slinky like a spring. Ask your friend to hold one end. From one end you hold the other end, you hold the other end. Now stretch the slinky. Now you are to stretch the slinky as shown in figure 12.7a. Here the slinky is stretched. Then give it a sharp push. Then you are to give a push towards your friend. What do you notice? If you move your hand pushing and pulling the slinky alternatively, then what will you observe? What we observe? We observe that there the compression and refractions are produced in the slinky. If you mark a dot on the slinky, you will observe that dot on the slinky is vibrating. On the slinky will move back and forth. In this way it will vibrate parallel to the direction of propagation of disturbance. Now disturbance is also moving in this way. See, compression, refraction, it is moving like this, and here compression and refractions are moving, and we will observe that the vibrations in the slinky will produce, in the material medium will produce like this. It means that vibrations are parallel to the propagation of wave. Vibrations in this way, propagation of wave in this way, means vibrations in the particles of medium are parallel to the propagation of wave. Or we can say that the vibrations produced in the material is in the direction of the propagation of wave. Now such type of waves produced in which the vibrations produced in the particle is parallel to the propagation of wave or in direction of the propagation of wave are known as longitudinal waves. Now see here, the regions where the coils become closer. See here, the coil is closer. These regions are compressions. The regions where the coils become closer are called compressions, represented by C. And regions where the coils are further apart are known as refractions, represented by R. Refractions. As we already know, sound propagates in the medium as a series of compressions and refractions. Now we can compare the propagation of disturbance in a slinky with the sound propagation in the medium. These waves are called longitudinal waves. In these waves, the individual particles of the medium move in direction parallel to the direction of propagation of disturbance. The particles do not move from one place to another, but they simply oscillate back and forth. Back and forth means like this, about their position of rest. This is the rest position. This is one end, one extreme end. Then rest position means equilibrium position. Then other extreme end. Then back, then like this the vibrations are produced. The particles do not move from one place to another, but they simply oscillate back and forth about their position of rest. This is exactly how a sound wave propagates. Hence sound waves are longitudinal waves. From here we have concluded that sound waves are longitudinal waves. There is also another type of wave called transverse wave. Now what are transverse waves? In a transverse wave, particles do not oscillate along the direction of propagation of wave, but oscillate up and down like this. The wave propagates. If the wave is propagating in this direction, then the particles will have the vibrations in this direction, means perpendicular to the propagation of wave. The particles will get the vibrations perpendicular to the propagation of wave, means the disturbance is produced in the particles perpendicular to the propagation of wave. There is also another type of wave called a transverse wave. In a transverse wave, particles do not oscillate along the direction of wave propagation but oscillate up and down about their mean position as the wave travels. Thus, a transverse wave is the one in which the individual particles of the medium move about their mean position in a direction perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. It will be more clear from here also. See here, in case of longitudinal waves, the particles have to and fro motion, means they are moving back and forth like this, back and forth. Wave is also traveling in this direction. Then the disturbance produced in the particle is in the direction of the propagation of wave or parallel to the direction of propagation of wave. However, in case of transverse waves, you will see that the particles are vibrating in this way. In this way, the particles are vibrating, means the disturbance in the particles is produced perpendicular to the propagation of wave, and wave is propagating in this direction. Then these are the transverse waves, and these are the longitudinal waves. Now we coming back to the article. When we drop a pebble in a pond, the waves you see on the water surface is an example of transverse wave. Light is a transverse wave, but for light the oscillations are not of the medium particles or their pressure or density. It is not a mechanical wave. Light is not a mechanical wave. You will come to know more about transverse waves in our class. In this class, you are to study the longitudinal wave, that is the sound wave. Transverse waves you will study in the higher classes. Now this was about sound waves or longitudinal waves.